All right. Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Summoner's War, the Midgame Challenge with Dave and Stewie. Or I'm Mystical Troll and Stewie. How's everybody doing? How are you, Stewie?
I'm doing all right. I got a newborn baby, so he's 2 weeks old as of Monday.
It was a
So
successful summon.
there is we hit the lightning sparks.
You're not gonna. It's not fodder. Don't feed it. So that's awesome. So we've had a couple week break, and you've been busy doing that.
Yeah, I've been busy with that. I think before the last after our last episode, I actually got my Tricar team going.
Yes.
So for TB12, EC10, and for NB12, which I just rotate. I actually just throw the star into slot 5.
Yes.
I know some people, do they just swap it out for the Verd?
Are you talking about on for Necro?
Yeah.
I think that what I've seen is people go 5 units there, and so you put in a star for the Verd, and then somebody else. Like I use Shaman because he's awesome, but I've seen other people use Rouk or something else with a team up so that they keeps them going. That's how that goes. But actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking of it, I don't even use a star. I don't even use her in Necro. I tried. It's because of those silly. I didn't build her on Vampire.
Yeah, she has to be on Vampire, or else she will just kill herself.
Yeah, she does.
Like the first wave.
Yeah, she sure does. Yeah, it's really fast. It goes quick.
Mm-hmm.
So I hadn't done that. So I use Rouk and Shaman plus the Trekaru.
I tried I didn't try swapping Bird out for anybody. I did try pushing Shaman in, but it wasn't as consistent as I would have liked.
Really?
So that's why I've been sticking with the star. And she works great for me. I mean, I was farming Necro for probably a good 3-4 weeks because I realized I had like 0 will rooms.
You know what's crazy that eluded me for a long time is using a star or a magic knight in a secret dungeon with a couple Rouks. Mm-hmm. It is awesome. It's like life altering like stuff. Being able to clear those in 30 seconds. It's
I was doing Bird Rope Lapis for a long time for secret dungeons. I actually did that for a couple of Kairos dungeons also, like Hall of Magic and some of the other Essence Halls.
It's awesome. I never had. I was using like the Wind Phoenix guy. What's his name? Yeah, I was using him and a couple Lucians and like maybe Lapis or something. But it's way better with.
We've been learning with the increase in overall rune quality and artifacts is that sometimes less is more.
Yeah, and that's another part. Yeah. So that was my Necro team. It clears like a minute usually.
It's like I see 21% attack, and I like that, but then I only see 9 speed, and it's on an HP slot 2 room. So I need some world boss rooms, so
yeah.
I'll probably hold on to that for a moment.
Yeah, use it somewhere.
But so as you can also see, while I did get the Tricaru set, I also 2'd my Sath.
Yay!
Leveled up my second Malaya, and I've been running the new kind of speed giant sting, which my fastest time is actually faster than what I sent you the other day.
What? I gotta watch your team because I built the same team, and I haven't come close to that. My fastest is 46 seconds, and my average is like 52 to 55 now. What does that say? I can't see.
34.
What? That's crazy. How?
So,
But
do you
you,
have,
what is
okay,
your what
where's
is your
your,
average? Like, is your average like 50-ish, or is it? Are
between
you in the?
40 and 50, yeah.
Really?
So,
See,
hold
I'm not
on,
even
let
close to
me,
that.
so is your Lucian going first or last?
Last.
Okay, so that's what I did with mine.
And he's plenty beefy. He can't clear the waves by himself, but he almost can. And this is my fatter Lucian, and so I mean he's
Does he ever get cut?
I don't know, not sure. Well, maybe I
So
wasn't
I tried
looking.
to make sure that my Lucian was fast enough with the speed buff to where, with the speed tab that he won't get cut. That way, even if
That could be it.
my Alias don't get all of that attack pushback with their skill 2,
Yep.
that he's still going to go before the golems do, and then at that point, if they have any dots, they should
Let's
hopefully
try.
die.
I have another Lucian that should be plenty big enough, and he's a little faster. Let's try him.
Yeah, because here's what I have. Nope, not that one. This one. So I've got plus
Yeah, he's
47
still
speed, not a whole heck of a lot more.
still quite a bit. I'm at.
But
I'll run this one at 39.
39 should be enough.
We'll see. Maybe I've got some. No.
Hold on, what else
No.
you was
Then again, my
163. So if you don't get any pushback,
dang it. Yeah. Hold
so
on.
that's one of the things that I tried to focus on was maybe just grind on a little bit more speed.
Yeah, I was just gonna do that. And let's see here. What do I got?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure I can.
Because I also, as you can see, I had Julie out in my box. I tried using Julie. She just didn't do enough cleanup damage.
You said 163, huh? So
you
this.
were at 163, yeah.
So this won't do it alone. Let's see if I can get the +4 here. Nah. And I have to be over 169. Is that right?
Oh, so hold on. So you're at, what's your total now? Because remember, we're going by percentages.
I am now at what is that? 145. And my tattoo also is slower than yours.
Yeah, 166.7 still.
So maybe I should get that +4. Let me see what these other ones have. Nope. There's no speed on that one. I could probably just switch that one out.
What's your slot 5 again? Your slot 3, sorry, slot 3. I mean, you can just...
It's only giving crit rate here.
Defense.
Yeah. I also wonder, I'm guessing that I just have another...
You could gem over that defense on that slot 3 for speed.
Yeah.
You don't need the defense on a fat Lucian.
That's true. Sub-property. Let's see, so this has... Meh. That would do it. I'm going to lose some crit rate. That's alright. That's alright. So now he's at +50. But I think this might have made him... Oh no, he's still slower than my tattoo, so that's cool. Okay, let's try that. Maybe that'll help. What else? The only other thing that's different is my Sath is on Despair. Because that's just what I ruined him on when I was like 2Aing him.
Yeah.
I put him on Despair, and so I was like, we'll try to keep it there. Otherwise, everything else seems... The only other difference is that I ruined my units to be just hitting the speed threshold. I didn't see, like, I wanted to use my crappiest runes, and...
yeah, there's no reason to run them really any faster than that, just whatever gets you the appropriate stats. I mean, I have my Sath on double will focus, and again, that's just because I've been farming Necro a ton the last, like, 4 weeks. So I had a decent amount of wounds to pick from. Because he's fire, he's going to get targeted by the golems, by any sort of attack.
use the right Lucian here.
Like he's gonna be hit by any golem. So same thing with Tatu. You don't want to get those. You don't want those provokes to get hit. You don't want to get those freezes with the
yeah, for sure.
golem's AoE attacks. So
it sucks. I know.
If you can, I would recommend putting them on because this is going to be a speed team. This is a team you're not really going to have to touch again. So investing a couple will runes.
I know.
50 second consistent.
Yeah, I did it.
Right there, he got frozen.
I know. It happens a lot. It happens a lot.
To be fair, though, the main thing that he's there for is just existing.
Yeah. And he does also give them, because he goes first. See, this happens to me sometimes. He does go... he can lay down that first layer of dots that make it so the Malias will give twice as more.
Nice.
So it's like, there's that too. But let's see here, because maybe this will help. But I was a little frustrated, I was like, what the crap? My Malias are level 35. At first, I thought I could get by with 5-star Sath and Tatu, but nope. They needed that, and they needed powered up runes and everything. I was like, screw it, I'll tell you what, though. You know what I did last night, where I was glad to have the Sath on Despair, is I was playing around with TOA hard, and. I can auto that most of it anyway, up until 90 with another team. But I wanted to try it out, and I had a lot of fun. I gotta say, it was cool with Tatu and Sath, and I was running 3 attack bar reducers. I was running Varad, the Water Homunculus, and Spectra, and it was awesome.
Honestly, don't even need that much.
I messed around with different teams, and what I was finding is, because I wanted to auto, and what I was finding is with 2 of them, if the RNG went just such a way, I could end up just losing a unit in the first wave if I don't get a pushback or something. So having 3 of them, look at this.
I'm halfway through Second Awakening my frame, and honestly...
Your what?
The Dark Reaper.
Oh, Thrain. Thrain. I thought you said Fran. It's what are you talking about? Thrain.
No, yeah, I alone. Oh, wait a second. So,
yeah.
all going down.
Mm-hmm.
She gets immunity, and she gets a newer buff.
So
she's just OP as hell. I'm halfway through Second Awakening Thrain, and I'm considering, because I want to leave this my Sath in here with this set, and it would be amazing to have him on Despair. Might make a second one for TOA. I don't need. I'm clearing TOA normal and hard every cycle.
Yeah.
For the past 6 to 8 months. But thinking of TOA health, having Sath Thrain as a wombo combo could be very nice. And Thrain in and of himself is ridiculous on violent.
Yeah.
I still want them to change his S3 to it attacking all enemies and not it being random selections.
Yeah. How exactly does it work once he's 2A'd?
So it's the same as normal.
Okay.
So the only thing that changes with his S3 is that he gains attack bar. So his S3 is you stun them for 1 turn if they have dots, recovers attack bar by 20% if the enemy is under.
That's right. I remember that.
But the way that this is
stuns and gives you attack bar if they have dots, which in this team they will.
Right. And so it's the way that it reads is
that's pretty dynamite.
Right, but the way that it reads in terms of the stat is ambiguous. Meteorites of Doomsday fall on the enemies and inflicted damage increases with time. That I'm not sure
Yeah.
of.
Yeah, what does that mean? Like, what is it increased? What is it, like the more rounds, the more times he uses it or something?
It might be if the same target gets hit multiple times, the
Oh,
actual damage increases.
yeah, I see. Yeah.
But
So this
that's
isn't
the-
this isn't AOE when it says that they fall on the enemies. It doesn't hit them all.
It does not hit all of them. It will. It's think of it like Acelia, the no. It's random selection. Oh, Katarina. So think of Katarina. There we go. Her S3 when it goes off, it doesn't. You can select the first target, but then it's random on the other two.
Yeah.
For the last two, that's basically.
So how many does it hit?
It can hit up to 4.
Huh. That's a really weirdly worded thing. When it says falls on the enemies, like it sounds. I mean, I think I've assumed for 3 years that it was AOE. I never even.
It is, but it's not all enemies.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I would think. I mean, what?
That's why up until now.
It's like scatter.
Like I built him ages ago, and I tried cycling him into my TOA team, but
I built him
consistent enough for me to like it.
Yeah, he was one of my first. He was one of my first. Like I used him in my first rounds of TOA. And moved away from him immediately. Yeah, that was it.
Like he's with artifacts coming out, it's actually really nice to where you can buff his defense with artifacts. That's what I would actually.
His defense is crazy low, right?
It's not great. So doing defense artifacts would be beneficial because you can stack his HP with the runes, but getting that extra 200 defense.
Yeah, that rune I just got. I mean, it's not the rolls aren't great, but let's see what we got.
Either quad speed or
great.
double crit.
If it could just give me big rolls and stay away from resistance, I'd be pretty psyched. Ah, yeah, resistance, awesome. You know what? You know what is like? I think the worst roll is a min roll on crit damage. It's just so little. 4.
Yeah, but min roll on speed, I feel is
it's a bummer
worse when
too.
you have a min roll because that's what you just.
Yeah, this rune.
It's
a +8 already? It's a +9? Look at this thing. It rolled. I've gotten 2 resistance and a min speed roll. That's not what I was hoping for. Oh, your thing fell off again. Your screen fell off again.
Yeah,
you're working on that?
My hearing software turned out, so I just was sharing it for a moment. There we go. But yeah, it's a rough situation with runes and.
I just want to like.
The B12s are great. Like, honestly, I feel like purple runes are the best.
Oh yeah.
Because it's like you have an easier chance of getting at least the 3 stats you want, and it's better than a blue. Blues are nice. Blues are wonderful. You can get 2 stats you want. In that first 3 roll, in the first 3 power ups, you're gonna say, okay, am I gonna keep this rune? Am I not?
Yeah.
I mean, you can get 18 speed runes, super easy. That's gonna get you far. Double crit, double attack.
I just want to sell this rune. Like I know I'm like I was thinking about like just giving it 1 re-app chance, but I'm not even gonna. It's just killing me. Just sucks. Hate runes. I know.
It would have to be with the HP and the it would have to be basically like a fat Lucian rune.
Yeah. I just like I hate to see, nice runes go to waste, but it's what it is.
Let me see here. So I've
been I just straight up ignore the blue runes these days. Yeah. So you were talking about blue runes. I just straight up ignore them at this point. I mean, it's like I get enough awesome hero runes where it's like I just, and I don't even entertain hero runes. Like this one is like I'm gonna power it up just because it has like the speed, but otherwise with the resistance I'd probably just skip. And like
the resistance and the crit rate innate. I mean,
yeah.
those.
So, but you never know if you'll get I could use it if it was a 24 speed rune, but that's out. So for me, it's just like I get so, with the amount of farming, like get so many runes that like even 18 speed, if it has like, even if it's a max roll on something else on the other, whatever the other stat is, it's like still got to get lucky on the +9 and the +12. I just don't even, it's the time, it's the time.
Yeah.
But that's where I'm at with that.
No,
so you were saying you were playing in swap?
Yeah, but I want to talk about the runes for a second. Whenever I start trying to build up a new set of runes, like when I spent time in Necro, I was taking blue runes. That way I could get some, 18 speed blue runes. I'm still taking some blue Swift runes because 18 speed, Swift on a booster is and then you can grind 4 to 5 out of that, so you can get 22 to 23. I mean, that's still a benefit. Like that, it's blue runes in certain circumstances actually still apply.
Yeah.
For the most part, for you and me, we need something a little bit better. For a secondary booster, for like to combo. So I made a new arena offense team of. I'll just show you. So I have 3 arena offense teams. That's and I don't.
I can say, I think
won't be able to. Oh, I can.
if I were like a newer player, if I were just like building my rune inventory and I just made my GB12 team and I'm autoing it, like then yes, keep the blue ones. If they're blue with good subs, absolutely, because like yeah, they are good runes. I mean, you can get like 90% efficiency rune after grinds and stuff, or higher. But like, and I would definitely keep them. It's just where I'm at. There's not a, I mean, there's no set where I'd be like, yeah, I got two good rolls, But if starting out, absolutely, because they're going to be, you could build a solid rune inventory fast by keeping the blue runes.
Well, so like with this team here, testing out because my Fat Lucian unfortunately is at 80% crit rate. So this is the one that I use in my GB12 team. So I'm using Fire Chun-Li.
Was that like a casual 259% crit damage?
No, these were rage runes.
Right, but 259. That's pretty high.
Yeah.
It's pretty high.
It's okay.
Yeah, it is.
Though my attack's pretty darn low.
That's true.
It's very low for a Fat Lucian.
What was behind that?
This is my version of a Fat Lucian.
I know, people are crazy with this stuff. Yeah, I'm at 228. I do have more attack, but still. Good grief.
Actually, almost 200. 199 more attack.
Yeah. Whatever. All right.
Oh, also, a little bit more crit damage than that.
Yeah, that's awesome. What did I do? I think I still have
No, so
yeah,
like, what I was saying is that I can put my faster Swift runes on the Chun-Li, and then like these are not assumed to work on my Swift runes, but and then I can do like a second tier of Swift runes on Tion. That way, like those 18 speed, even like grinded with either blue or purple grinds, those can build for a secondary booster like this to then enable a really slow Fat Lucian. So in those respects, that's what I'm talking about. Of those blue runes can actually still be beneficial, especially on Swift, as well as for Will for those secondary booster units. But talking about? I don't remember anymore.
You said you were playing in Swap.
Yeah. Because, let's see, I've been running this team for the past 3-4 days. It's failed maybe 4 or 5 times, which is, take that. The reason that I've noticed it's failing is on the boss where either Sath or Tatu gets wrecked. And once Tatu gets wrecked, you have to let the boss naturally take a turn.
Yeah.
With all the pushback that the double Malia has,
It's true.
It's difficult at times, and it's like sometimes down to the wire.
Yeah, I've seen that as well.
But which is kind of gotten.
You have to wait for like one of the Malias. You have to wait for one of them to get killed so that there's not enough pushback so that then he takes a turn. It's close. Yeah. And it takes a while. Worse than that, it runs in like a minute 20 or a minute 30 or something.
But what I was doing with the swap was I was trying to get a larger sample size of my average time. And so as of now...
Oh, you mean Swar Farm.
So yeah. Well, you need to use
Swex.
So I've gotten 35 runs done so far at 100% success rate, and my average is 54 seconds, with my best time being 37.
I know. Yeah, that sounds close. It's just that my best times are a lot lower than yours. Though I do think I set in that last run a new PR. I wasn't really paying attention, but I think it did. Let's see here. Where's that thing? Profile? Is that this thing? Record?
They updated the record book too.
Oh, really? I love the record book. Yeah, I got 39 seconds. Look at that.
Go back to tab 1. And then hit
Hey!
the at the bottom right.
What the heck? Look at that.
Yeah.
Ah. Oh, yeah, because we have all this new stuff. Oh, cool. Huh. I got to work on my that little like best score stars area. I want to see some more red ones, I mean, I hate those modes of the game, but I still want to see the red stars.
I wanted to still get into some RTA. I want to try and do better in regular arena as well. Best I've gotten is Seed 1. But I need to increase my room quality a little bit more. Change up my arena defense too, maybe a little.
Arena defense is tough. Yeah, I have C1 as well. Arena defense is really tough. I hate the idea. I really rail against the idea that like, oh, it doesn't matter. Just just take the losses. I really want to win.
Don't want to hit.
I know. I hate this idea.
The problem for us is that our rating is so low that people, 200-300 points above us,
they're not even gonna care. Yeah.
They're gonna attack because they're gonna see our 1100, 1200 point rating.
Yeah.
They'll be like,
I still just like
even if we get up to the 3C1 level of 1400, 1500 points, you're gonna see people people.
Yeah, we just get wiped anyway. I guess it's just the idea. It's like the idea of setting up a defense like that. I just don't like it. Like, I don't want to have, like, nope, just don't attack me. I want to have a defense where somebody looks at it and is like, all right, I'm going to try it, and then my defense wins. I sort of want to trap
one of the
in
things
that
that
way.
would be nice is something that you've been advocating for a while now is defense replays.
Oh, it'd be so great. It would be so great. Because,
both Arena and Guild Wars Siege, because I think that is one of the things that is missing for like a mid-game player.
Yeah.
Being able to actually see how your team is interacting with the opponents. Because testing your own defenses, that's great to a point, but it's not going to be the same because you're going to be testing with your own level of room quality as opposed to somebody else's, maybe higher room quality. Is that actually fair against somebody that's...
Yeah, and in my case, I'd be attacking with my knowledge base, which is, in many cases, inferior. Inferior to...
I know this is on,
Yeah. No. I mean it in a different way. I don't mean that I have knowledge of my team. I mean that like I don't have knowledge of how to attack certain units. And like somebody else would be like, "Oh, I'll use this," and then they'll just like, go and wreck me, and I'll be like, how'd they do it? And so like that would help me a ton. And that's the thing. It's like I've made so many defenses, and I'm like, how I can't beat it. And yes, I can't beat it with my rune quality, but then I just get wrecked. And I want to know how. I want to know, like, what are people doing to me? Like,
I think one of the best option, the best outcomes is going to be being able to take someone else. Like, you love your Ursh, and you really want to use him.
I do. I really do.
What are people using against him, and then how can you trap people into having your Ursha actually do what you want it to do?
That's what I want. That is how I want to play Arena. I am much more interested in Arena defense than I am in Arena offense, and that's how I want to play it, but I'm not able. Like, I wish that I could, but I'm not able to do that. I'm not able to adjust because I don't know what people are doing, and maybe they're just out ruining me, outspeeding me, and just smashing me, But like,
I just realized this, but the stupid part is all of that video is already on the server. Why? Because when you're on the offensive side, you can share.
You can share. Yeah, and like.
So it's available on the defensive side as well.
I mean, is the idea like that? Oh, well, we wouldn't want to expose other people's offenses. It would in some way, reveal what they're doing or something. Like I just
think that's an issue.
Like, I would love it if I could get either live replays, like live, you're being attacked, watch. That would be enough. I'd be like, yeah, cool. Although I don't get attacked enough where that would really help. But like, replays would be great. The same in Guild Siege. Why can't we see when we're being attacked and when our guild members are attacking? Like, it's like, oh, I can see that they're attacking and I see what units they're using, and then you just sit there and wait. It's ridiculous. Like, Guild Siege would be so much more engaging if you could see what's happening, like
same with the Siege tournament. It'd be so much more engaging if we could actually see the battles, not just like what they said and then the outcome.
It would be awesome. And like I get that, like, oh, but people's like rune builds and teams are secret and stuff, but like, I don't know, if you're attacking publicly, I think it should be out there,
Runes, I agree. Units, I don't.
There you go. Well, I mean, you would be able to see, like, oh, that unit is on violent because I saw a proc, like you could see that. But what else,
That's how you have to read it anyways.
Yeah, I would love that. It would be the best thing that happened to this game. I don't know about you. I used to play Clash of Clans, like, back some years ago, and it was fun, man. It's fun when your buddy or your friend's doing an attack and you can watch. And like in real time, and it's getting close to the wire, the timer's coming up or whatever, and you're watching an attack, it's a blast. And like in this game, it's opaque. It's a black box, and it sucks. I
think it would definitely be a way for Contours to create more engagement, especially in regards with like the repeat battle. It would be nice if they created a way for viewing of replays to happen while auto replay is going, because then it's a continual way to keep people engaged. Being able to farm and watch replays. You can't do two active
active battles, sure, yeah.
Yeah, you can't do two active battles at the same time, but watching replays, that's something you should be able to do. You should be able to have like a similar pop-up window to what we have for the repeat battles, for viewing replays only, whether it's Arena, RTA, Siege, Guild Wars.
Yeah, it's just a replay, right? And like the replays are weird though, that they like replay it. You have to save it as a video instead of like just being able to like share it in game, like this weird way. I don't understand why they do it that way, but. Yeah, so that's my biggest gripe with this game, and it's not even a gripe, it's more that, like, I just think it could be so much better. I think that, like, Guild Siege could actually be a lot of fun. Right now, it's sort of frustrating and sort of weird, but I think it could just be, like, way more fun. And it would, for me personally, I would definitely be more engaged, and I would enjoy it more if they did that. And and I just feel like it's a missed opportunity.
I think they would have to put a limit on it since like if they would be automatically storing all of that video, that would be a large amount of data that they would have to store. They have to put a time limit on it.
Yeah, of course, of course.
For an hour.
Yeah, totally. That's fine.
You're aware of that, then that's great.
That's fine. That's how it is in Clash of Clans. It was everything had a limit. If you get attacked, it would save it for like 3 days or something, and then it goes away. I mean, that's fine. Who wants to go see old replays? But just like to be able to, even if it was only live, I mean, that would be cool. So that's my biggest gripe, and it's not a gripe against the game. I just feel like it's a lost opportunity, and I love this game a lot, but I'd love it more if we could do. It would make those 2 game modes way better for me. But that's my big thing. It's been saying it forever. I don't know. I mean, it doesn't matter what I say. Maybe if like somebody else starts saying it, if Sean B or Chew Bagel would start saying it, then it would matter. But
me too. I'm loving these clear times.
It's so good. It's so good. And I think you're right. I think my Lucian getting cut was probably the biggest part of my issue here. So that was good advice. And yes, still.
If one of them, if the Malias get their AoE reduction on, then that's not really an issue.
Yeah.
In terms of evolution speed,
but on the second or third wave, you can't guarantee that they're gonna hit that. Just stupid tattoo.
So what are your upcoming goals now?
Well, I'm pretty pumped with this. I'm excited to continue along in TOA hard with the team that I was working. I was even like manualing it, and I was having fun. Like it's crazy to say that, but I was in like, I don't know, the 70s or something, or 80s, and I was manualing the levels, and it was fast and entertaining. And I mean, that's amazing. The TOA hard was entertaining. And so I'm going to keep playing with that. And from here, I'm going to be running Giants a lot. I know that this is something I want to talk about. Rage versus Fatal Runes. All right. In a lot of the units that I've been ruining Rage, right? They are like attack-based units, and they probably scale on attack. I have some that scale on HP or defense, but they're usually attack. And I know that some people have done the math on this, and people say that Rage is better. But for a unit with high base attack, it's hard for me to see why Fatal wouldn't be better. I mean, if you have strong Fatal runes and you're boosting up your attack and you have good crit damage and crit rate, I don't understand why that wouldn't be better. I could understand if it's a defense unit or an HP scaling unit, or if you have a low base attack. But with Fatal runes, what is it, 35% boost to your attack? That's a lot. And I'm always impressed when I go into swap.
It also has to do with how much crit damage. I think it's the key of
course.
It's like, think of how you're ruining up your Tricars. The number of determination sets changes that base defense, that total defense that you need in order to actually, get the whole team to go in. I feel like it's the same here. It's more beneficial probably in that end game to where you're, let's say you can have the 230 to 260 crit damage, and you're having 23 to 24 plus attack.
But you can always have
Rage. You cannot duplicate that on Fatal because you're going to have to get so much more. That 35% Fatal, that 35% attack bonus on Fatal, is not going to be enough to offset the 40% increased crit damage on top of not knowing what your end result is. I mean, I've done them. It's apples to apples.
I've done the math before, right? And I think that it came out to approximately 100 attack is approximately 12% crit damage. And now it could change depending on who you're hitting or whatever. But when I did the math, I tested it out, and I was like, oh, they're about equivalent as 100 attack to 12 crit damage. Came close on my testing set. Now, if that's wrong, it's wrong, but that's what I tested out. And so, like, if I'm getting 35% attack boost, right, and I have a unit that's, say they have a what would be a high attack, 800 or something like that, high base attack.
I mean, I think 800 to 900.
So let's just say it's 9, right? And 30% of 900 is what, 300 attack, close to, as that's about, right? So 300 attack, that's equivalent to 12, 24, 36% crit damage. What do you get for a rage boost on the rage set? 40? But, like, that seems pretty close to me. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's like, oh, rage is way better. I think that, you know, if you are, I mean, 35% attack is going to be pretty close to that.
I believe it has more to do with the calculation of the actual damage itself as opposed to the relation between attack power and crit damage. Because, like, that attack power is... the way that I would think about it is it's scaling 1-to-1 in terms of you increase your attack power, you're increasing your damage. With the crit damage, so the crit damage on top of, you know, all the attack, you're getting more out of it. So if you're actually able to, like, you know, if you have the identical stats, it's going to be identical damage.
Yeah. I guess what I'm saying is on a high attack unit, like a unit with high base attack. All right, that's okay.
It's probably more.
It's at least gonna be close. And for me, so what I've been doing is, like, when I rune in swap and I compare my rage builds to fatal builds, my rage builds are usually better, right? They do more damage, but not by a ton. You know, and not by even a lot. Sometimes my fatal builds I'm like, whoa, look at that. So what I've been thinking is, because I need better Swift runes anyway, and Blade runes are great, that I would just get more fatal sets, and just sort of say, like, and I do have my rage sets, of course, and I farm Necro when I'm low on mana, like I was farming Necro yesterday, because in this recent rebuilds of the units, I ran low on mana again. And so I was running Necro. But, like, I think that there's a strong, more value in running Giants, even for Fatal, than people give it credit for. Because it's not like Fatal's crap. It is crap if you want a damage dealer that's non-attack based. Obviously then, you want Rage. But, like, for the majority of units that I've ruined on Rage, Fatal do better.
That might be a part of the calculation of why Rage is better than Fatal, because it's just more flexible.
Yeah, I mean, then you definitely need it.
You can put on any type of damage dealer, regardless of how it's built.
All right, this rune's done.
That's HP, as opposed to Fatal, which is purely attack.
Yes, and
it's the same reason why.
For sure that.
Such an amazing rune set is because you have so much more flexibility, and why crafting violent runes is better often than crafting fatal or guard.
Well, you have more flexibility. Yeah, you could have it attack or support or whatever.
So
yeah,
I feel like that's probably
it's true.
Why they say rage is better.
Yeah, and that is true. There are absolutely places for it.
What are you gonna do with a slot 2 defense fatal rune, world boss, or sell it?
Yeah, it's such a shame. I have so many of those where it's like I come up and it's like these defense or a fatal HP percentage rune, and I'm like, dude, like, I hate selling great efficient runes, but sometimes you gotta. That was an eye opener for me. I had like hundreds of them that I sold for my inventory, which were just. These, like, I thought, at the time I was thinking maybe I could use it for an offset. It's a great rune, but, like, I end up never doing that. Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, that is something that I've changed recently, is whenever I do swap, I don't use broken sets as few as I possibly can. I just don't. Which is, sometimes there are better builds with the broken set, but I hate it because then using up these, valuable runes in a way and losing their, the benefit,
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid that as well, and with getting into more, trying to get into higher end arena, trying to set myself up for RTA, needing those will runes to complete a set is definitely a necessity.
Oh yeah, using a will rune as like a broken offset, not good. That sucks. So
Or like violent broken. It's like, well, you're just gonna
I
get
know,
CC'd.
I know. If it's got, yeah. So I've been doing that. That's been sort of fun. In other news, I've been working on. For anybody that's listening, there's a Swar Farm is a great site and it releases features pretty regularly, and they don't even tell anybody. There's no announcement or anything. Like for instance, they recently released that monster collection view, which is amazing. For anybody that cares about, hey, which units do I have? How many skill ups do I have in your Nat 3s, Nat 4s, Nat 5s, whatever. It's an amazing feature, and I've been, really paying attention to that and, building
Well, you
up
and
my
I
monster
both
collection.
are happy with that because we're trying to skill up all of our 3 stars.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's and so that's been great. I loved doing the what was it? I don't even remember. Oh, the sharks, the charger sharks this weekend.
Treasure sharks.
I farmed 40 of them.
Couldn't have done that over the weekend.
It was so
It's still so manual.
it's
Like,
yeah,
I
it's
did it
so
I did
manual.
it for Lauren because that's the only way to get cowgirl skill ups.
Yeah.
And I got enough for all of my cowgirls. But
No, essentially it took multiple sessions of like if I was sitting with my family watching a movie and I'm just put every 30 seconds just going, and then also leaving it on the screen. Like I leave my phone sitting somewhere, and every time I walk by I just do another one, and that's what it took. And then I did like 35, and then I went and farmed up my I skilled up my dudes, all my charger sharks. And one thing that tricked me, by the way, about the Swar Farm interface is when it includes skill ups, when it shows how many possible skill ups, it includes your Devilmon. So I had 6 Devilmon, and so when it was telling me I need 35 skill ups, that was including my Devilmon. And so once I used them, I was like, what the crap? Did I count wrong? What am I, like an idiot? And then I was like, oh, I'm not using my Devilmon on the charger sharks. So I had to farm another 5 or 6, and I was like, that was the worst because I thought I was done. So like the last 5 were just like, it was interminable. I was like, God, it feels like the number's not even going up anymore. So
all right.
so that's pretty awesome.
I have some scrolls that I
Do
need
you?
to summon.
I like with our absence, with our couple weeks off. I've got nothing. Like I think I have like 3 mysticals from last night.
I had summoned 6.
You haven't?
No.
That is crazy.
So
You are a wild
4
man.
scrolls yesterday just to finish out the bonus event.
That's amazing. So you've got a sesh.
Today.
I'm going to watch you summon more Nat 5s today. That's what I'm gathering.
So I popped a couple of scrolls just for the bonus Stalking Seer, so that I could get both the LE and the Legendary Scroll here.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really care about the 10, and I'll get the Devilmon next, but I'll have enough time to get all. Plus, I'll be finishing up this extra 21 now. But
See, my average clear time in that round is 59 seconds. It's still too slow. I hate that. It's like not even barely faster than my old team. I did my summoning, and I have a spoiler. I got 1 unit that's worth showing, and it's barely worth showing. Because I got LD Lightning.
did you tell me already?
Yeah, I did. It's the, where the hell is he? I can't even find him. So
If it's LD Lightning, you're in the wrong place.
yeah, well, he's one of those where the dark one is 4-star.
Oh, no, you got the, okay, I remember.
And do they show up in the 4-star area? Yes, they do. I got this guy.
He's sullen. Yep.
Yes. I was like, dark lightning. I couldn't. I mean, LD lightning. I couldn't believe it. I get it so like, it's like my 3rd one in years, man, years. And I saw this. I was like, mother ever. Like I gotta, like just trash. This unit is trash, man.
So check it out. So I've got
Oh god.
Ancient Transcendent.
Oh, you did it. You got that. Awesome.
I've got 4 legendaries, 10 LDs.
Oh my god. What? All right, let's do it.
94
I can't wait.
mistakes.
This is like a YouTube. I guess we are on YouTube. So this is a stream-worthy summon sesh. How much is it? $100. Man, fuck that.
I'm clearing my inventory because I still don't like doing it the auto.
What do you mean? Oh, that thing where it puts them in automatically. Yeah, that you were right. You mentioned it a few weeks ago. The thing is slow as hell. Like I gotta fix that. That sucks.
See, let's hope for 1 nat 5 for the ancient transcendent.
Well, odds are with you, right?
Yeah, I mean 50%.
What are the odds? What are the odds on a? It's 1 in something.
1 in 200.
Is that what it is? That sucks.
First lightning. Lich.
By the way, I've been fooling around with him, Antares. He's awesome.
He's actually really good for the speed limiting stages in Labyrinth.
Yes. I really like him. I ruined him up for my arena defense, and like whatever, leveled him, skilled him, and all that. And he's surprisingly useful. I used him in like Guild Siege in a couple places for like just as a fire tank when I needed it. But he's good, man. I like him. This is a good unit.
Lightning number 2. More bomber. Which is good. I want to build out the bombers.
Oh, by the way, I did want to mention. So I was talking about doing that the tattoo and Sath TOA hard stuff, and there are a couple notes. The really reason I'm playing around with it is that I'm interested in a starter friendly team, like a farmable team that can do it quickly.
Tattoo's necessary.
So I played with it quite a bit, right? And I tried without tattoo. But the problem there is that I found that the way that I have my units ruined, and I want it to be starter friendly, is that if you start to get hit in the like 70s or 80s in TOA hard, they're going to one-shot you. Like you're just going to get killed. And so letting them take turns is dangerous.
Here's my thought. Sath, Thrain, Tyrant, Spectra, no. I feel like that could be a decent auto team.
So if your Thrain's on Despair, your Soth's on Despair, you've got,
I would say if we're going early game, Thrain on Swift, Sath on Despair, Tyrant on. I mean, you could go
whatever.
Despair.
Yeah, whatever. Despair, Violent or something.
And then Swift on Bella, and then what was my fifth? Thrain, Sath, Tyrant, Spectra, Bella.
Spectra, yeah. So, yeah.
The thing with Spectra that's so nice
Spectra's
is that
awesome.
And he pairs with Tyrant, so you can do attack break slow, AoE reduction, ... done. And stuns are going to be more of a benefit than the actual blowing up of dot.
Yeah, I tried like stuff like that, and I just had a lot of trouble with getting one shot.
Oh God.
What? Oh, Gratz? GZ, man. That sucks.
It's food.
And Yeah, me
The
too.
Heart Magicians at 4, I
Me
think
too.
they need
They're
the
super.
most amount of skill ups.
There's so
I know
many,
she's a,
so
I know
many,
she's it's a fusion unit,
and they're great.
but
And they're great units.
I
So
know, I know,
I have 0 heart magicians, like fully built.
the only one I have built is Triana.
Yeah, I do not. Oof. So the other thing to know about these dot teams that makes it tough for the noobs is that the boss levels don't work out as well because the boss can't get
And see,
dotted.
that's why I still like Spectra Bella. Bella, you have your defense break. Spectra, you have your boss killing damage.
Yeah, see, I have the Spectra, but this didn't go well this round. I'm even gonna wait on this.
To roll. That way I can have one session at the end.
Gosh, I'm like gonna die here, and I wasn't even paying attention. I wonder what I did that made this happen.
So yeah, I don't think that Tatu, when you have Thrain Sath, I don't think Tatu's necessary. And then I would actually focus less on attack age reduction as opposed to just stuns and like stuns and freezes. I would focus more
Stuns
on
and
that
freezes would be great.
because then you're letting those dots tick over, and that's the point of having Sath is damage. So that's my thought process behind it, and
Yeah.
what I might look towards building.
Yeah, the trick, I think the trick there is making sure that you get that you get enough, that you get those freezes and stuns, and that you can get them round after round. I mean, and I don't know if that's a auditable. I mean, it would be audible. You'd take some losses and have to keep going. It won't be like.
Well, that's why Bella is so amazing. I love Bella two-way. She's so versatile. She's got 2A. She's got the attack bar reduction on S1 with the defense break. Her S2 is a full strip, and her S3 is a heal with an attack bar boost.
Yeah, Bella is great.
And it's a smart heal. It's not going to just use it for the boost. It's going to use it for the heal first. And it's a smart strip as well. So like I feel like she's a beauty. Especially for TOA. More mermaid. I need more mermaids.
Man, I really wish that I would pull one of the LD mermaids. Molly is a beast. She is such a pain coming up in as a defense unit. Like,
I feel like
God,
she'll probably get
it's.
some kind of reduction on her skills.
I came up against one.
So much.
I came against one Molly, like it was like 3v1, and it took minutes. And I brought like a solid team, and I was like, "What the crap?" I didn't even really consider. I was like, "Oh, 3v1 on a." It was like fighting arena in the old days. It was crazy.
The LDs.
All right.
The LDs. So I need 2 LD 3-stars. I need
Which ones?
Prom.
Okay.
And I need Maggie. So I need the Light Grim Reaper and I need the Dark Golem. Those are the only 2 I don't have.
Huh.
Decent amount of LD4s I don't have, and all but like 1 summonable LD95.
Oh, are you talking? Can't hear you. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I'm just whispering to myself, saying, "Oh, hey, Oh,
Hey, look at that.
got a unit I didn't have. Wait, damn it.
Oh,
Oh,
good grief, these things.
oh well. Now I have the last Grim Reaper. So, and
There you
not
go.
a bad one.
I've seen him used. I actually don't really know much about him, what his deal is, but I've seen him. People are making YouTube videos about him, so
Mm-hmm.
prom cleaves and such. What is that? Hey, haven't you? Oh no, you were talking. Yeah, awesome.
That's new.
I thought I was
And now
looking
I
at a
have-
Leo for a second.
Nope. I'm taking a Leo too. But this is. How am I getting new units? Like I haven't gotten a dupe in a while. Complaining about this because you can technically do Belager Odin R5. Are you listening?
Yes, Belager Odin.
Yeah, you can technically do a Belager Odin R5, like a BJ R5, but you can have a second team with Odin. That way you only need one other person.
That's pretty
But
awesome.
Now I have all but the lightning emperor.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Four.
I have Bale.
And that wasn't even the transcendence. So transcendence. Well, I really need immunity units. I don't have great immunity units.
It's so hard to get, man. It's hard.
Many.
No, there aren't. I mean, you gotta look.
Basically, it's Village
Oh, what just happened? I wasn't even looking. I thought I had this wrapped. I wasn't even looking. What'd she do to me? Good grief.
She
Ugh.
went off.
Yeah, she like one shot of my whole team or something? I'm gonna have to like watch our own video to see what happened. Ugh.
Okay. All right. So what do I want from here? Is the I wish they kept the special scroll out because then you could just click to see what units you don't have.
Yeah, that thing was cool. You know what else I wish they'd keep out? You know those events where you get to see like your energy usage of your guildmates?
Uh-huh.
I wish that was just a permanent thing. Just,
That would be nice.
you know, it's just another like it's just a fun thing. No big deal.
It'd be nice for guild leaders to be able to see like actual activity.
Yes.
Because the only activity you really see is based off of either if you're watching who's actually doing things in Guild Wars and Siege and Mobcraft, and or the last time they've logged on.
Yeah. No,
Right,
it's
so
it's a good
fire
thing.
units. Let's see, for fire units, like Perna would be nice, but I don't need Perna. Rika would be nice, but I don't need Rika anymore, just because Grim Reapers are amazing. So, Belajul, Belinus. I'd still love Belinus.
He's awesome. He's really good.
Daphnis,
He's a pain in the ass, that guy.
So, Belajul, Chiwu, Daphnis, Belinus, or Fire. That's what I appreciate. Water, Wusa.
Yeah, I would also like
That's
Russo.
the only unit that I would really, really need would be Wusa. And then Wind. Jameer. Jameer, I want Bangyan, Daphnis. I want Jameer for arena offense, because that would make my arena offense a lot.
He's so useful. Like, it's being able to do a double Lucian with one Lucian. Good.
Okay, let's see what. No, just crystals. But yeah, I totally capped that out, which is cool.
Where am I on this thing?
Alright,
I don't even know.
time for the drum roll. What's it gonna be? Oh, Diana!
Right on. That's awesome. I
finally have a unit to put those 4 crit runes on.
have 0 unicorns.
This is my second. Because I have Amelia at the water one.
Just doing it. Merry Christmas to me. I've got the.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I've. I gave myself some Christmas gifts too. On top of which was, like this a while ago because it was on sale. I got a Amazon tablet.
Mm-hmm.
I started using Amazon coins.
Oh, I have 3 mysticals.
Winged units.
Hey.
Great.
Oh no, I have her. I got her last time. I got a fire cannon girl. She was the last nat 4 that I needed, excluding the like new, whatever those dudes are, the new Street Fighter ones. Oh, my inbox. She was my last one. All right. Come on, give me something good.
Doing it. Do it.
Hey, look at that. Look at that.
She actually got a decent buff this last time around for her turn cycling.
Yeah, what's her deal? I don't even know what they do. Yeah, like I don't even know.
Basically a fire cleave unit.
Mm-hmm.
Scales on HP. Mm-hmm.
Scales on HP. Reduces damage dealt by water.
She does AoE defense break damage.
30%. It's a shield. All right. So yeah, so she looks like a pain to. I mean, she looks super tanky. Like she's making shields and heals and stuff. How do you mean? I mean, can she do any damage? I mean, you're saying she's a cleave unit. How's that?
Her human form.
Oh.
Her
Right.
S2.
Be able to use it. Oh, I guess I should go and look at those. Right, I didn't even think of that.
She's got 2 forms.
Gain another turn. Okay. Increase your attack bar on each attack. If you crit. Does she have multi-hits? Attacks all enemies. Cool. All right. I mean, yeah, sure. I'll use that. Hey, first unicorn. You said you had another one? Was that your first too?
No, I have Amelia as well, so the water one.
Right on. All right. And I'm always saying that, like...
She pairs well with Bulwark, and I have him. Because Bulwark stacks with buffs.
Mm-hmm.
Odin? Does Odin stack with buffs or with kills?
I don't know.
Knowledge whenever you attack.
For me, I'm super pumped to just have like a fire nat 5. I have so few of them that like.
Ooh. So actually,
I'm pretty pumped.
Yeah, he's based off of buffs, and but it's when you're granted with beneficial effects. The thing with Bulwark is it's all beneficial effects, so enemy included. Bulwark is a nice kind of counter. Gains knowledge by the number of beneficial effects granted when you or an enemy is granted with beneficial effects, as opposed to whatever you're granted with beneficial effects. So Bulwark's nice for like an anti.
The other team buffing.
Yeah, anti-other team for buffs and immunity.
Yeah, when you see that,
He'll be able to do some heal through,
right.
Which is nice. I just haven't gotten around to playing with him just because I've had other priorities. But it is nice having another single target ignore defense unit.
Yeah, ignore defense is always good.
And a revive too.
I've had
It
another.
is strange seeing that S1 have all of the skill ups.
Oh my god, look at that. That's crazy.
Well, it's the only.
Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah,
actually,
it's
his
it.
S3 needs it.
Yep.
It's like with her type, it's only his S1. With Overk, it's only his S1.
Mm-hmm.
With Baileger, it's his S3 and his S1. And then, I don't even know, S3 and S1. For Gelmir. Man, I'm so happy with that.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome.
I'm
And,
pretty pumped.
you know,
Pretty pumped now.
And for me, what I've been saying is, arena defense units. I don't see a lot of Helena in arena defense, but I'm wondering if she were ruined in such a way, in her like unicorn form, she could be a pain in the ass.
They can be, but I think the reason that unicorns aren't usually seen in defense is because their AI has so much variability because of their form change.
I don't know. If there is, variability, maybe that's okay. So I'm interested in that. And like I was saying, like you've known, I've summoned like 2 or 3 Fire Nat 5s now. Like it's crazy. And so I'm pumped to have a fire unit, honestly. Just anything like is great for me. So I'm gonna put her on a big fast violent support build. And do it.
Yeah, this was a good session.
Yeah, right on.
I'm happy with this session. I got a decent amount of skill ups for my 4 stars. Got 2 net 5s, so I was above average, technically, because my average would be 1.5. So.
Well, wasn't one of them from the from the ancient transcendent scroll?
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying technically I'm above average, because that's my 1, and then I had 100 other scrolls, which that's 0.5, so 1.5. 2, I'm above. If I only got it from the ancient, I would have been, technically below. And I need to rune farm more.
Yeah, it's just all runes. Back to the grind, right? Hey, in some other awesome news.
Look at all of this. Most of these are unruined.
Yeah, I have a similar. I've been runing a ton of. Hey, I've been runing a ton of units now, and my 3rd world boss team now gets S rank. So I'm pretty happy with that.
So you know what's going to happen is because where's Elliot? If we waited one more day to do this. So there's my LD Lightning.
Ah, yeah. There you have it. Yeah.
LD Lightning's tomorrow.
Right on.
All right. Well, I think this is
Yeah, I think we did it.
good time for today.
Yeah. All right, man. Take it easy. Get some more rest, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and talk to you later.
Hey, everybody be safe out
there. Oh, there was one more good piece of news.
Okay.
Jaren from The Grind is back playing again. Welcome back to the game, Jaren. It's great to have you in the chat and active again. So maybe sometime we could convince him to come and join us a little bit.
Maybe.
Because he does love to chat about Summoner's War.
And with a lot of people working from home, they have the time to play.
Now's the time. All right. Take it easy. Take care, everybody.
Everybody be safe.
All right.
Have a nice holiday.
All right.